Hey, Pedro.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm good. I just forgot to send out the reminder.
Oh my God.
Oh well. Maybe everybody will make it on anyway, even though I forgot.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, now I'll put my phone over there. All right. Oh, here comes Norma.
Norma,
Let
okay.
her-
Hi, Mrs. Phyllis.
Hey, Norma, how are you?
I'm good. I'm trying to connect my computer at the internet.
Oh,
I saw your
man.
messages.
I know I forgot to send out the text this afternoon. I thought I sat down and I thought I didn't send a text out. So thought I'd do one real fast.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Let me mark Pedro here and Norma here. So I don't forget. Oops. Maybe somebody else will get on. Maybe.
Yes, it could be. Hi, Pedro. How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good too. A little bit tired, but it's okay. It's okay. I will try to sleep more late. Okay. Yes. I see a message over here. Okay, I need putting off my phone.
I told y'all last week we're meeting back in person in August, right? Did I tell y'all that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to start writing things down because I can't remember. Oh goodness.
It's okay.
Goodness. Well, y'all spread the word. We will try to get a sign made and put out at the church, but y'all spread the word as much as you can so everybody will know that we're meeting back in person in August.
Yeah, we'll try.
I don't know if we'll have a whole bunch of people. We'll just have to see how many we have. So, I think that's the only thing I was going to remind myself to ask if I asked y'all, if I told you. So, all right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and do whoops, share screen. And we'll do the devotion. Whoops.
Okay.
Oh, fiddlestick. I'm on the wrong page. Where am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be over here.
Okay.
No, I'm supposed to be over there. There I am. Okay. Oh, your internet connection is unstable. Well, that doesn't sound good. Well, if y'all lose me, I'll try to come back on. So
yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if it's the weather. It just popped up a
thing. It's a lot of wind, I
weather.
think. It's a lot of wind.
Yeah, it affects our internet. So should we get all disconnected, we'll try to start over and I'll let y'all back in. So okay.
No, no, está mojado.
I don't think I can make that. Well, maybe I can make it bigger. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can make it a little bit bigger.
That's good.
All right. This is still talking about the Easter story, but after the fact, this was happening on Friday, after Jesus was crucified, and this is found in John 19 also, like last week's was. This, like it says, was Friday, and the Sabbath was about to begin, and of course, when the Sabbath began back in those days, they couldn't do any work or anything that was like
No.
work. So Joseph from Arimathea went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body so that they could get his body buried before the Sabbath day started. And he and Nicodemus took him from the cross and prepared the body quickly with spices, and wrapped him, of course, in the cloths that they wrapped him in before they buried people back then. And then they buried Jesus in Joseph's family tomb. And this tomb had never been used. It belonged to him, but no one in the family had died, so they had never used the tomb. It was totally empty. So even though the Mary was there and some of the disciples were there, a person that was not that close to Jesus took care of burying his body, or gave a tomb for him to be buried in. I often wondered, he kept telling the disciples so many times before he died that he was going to die. Why didn't they prepare something? Do you think maybe they really didn't believe he was going to die and leave them? That's just something I always wondered, why they didn't prepare, for Jesus to have a place to be buried in, but they didn't. But like the Bible says, God was in control, so he took care of everything. And if you want to read more about it, you can go to John 19 and read some more. And of course, we know after he was buried on that the Sabbath day, or on Sunday, the third day, he arose. So we don't have to worry about him still being in the tomb. He's not there. He's in heaven. So okay,
Thank you.
get over
Got it.
to our lesson. We've got 3 weeks this week and 2 more weeks. And we'll be ending class for this semester.
Yeah,
So
very soon.
I know it's gone fast, even though we've been
Yeah.
zooming, it's gone fast. So, all right, I think we finished part.
I think
We finished part 3. We're ready for part 4, right? The word study.
Yeah.
We do that thing about bands, the marriage announcement.
What
We did
the
that at the bottom.
bands? Yeah,
That was
it was
so
very hard for us.
Yes,
We
it
don't
was
know
very
nothing
hard.
about that.
I had never heard that word before, anything about it. Didn't know anything about it. So
I'm married, but I never married for the Catholic Church. I don't know what about that.
you didn't hear about it either, huh?
No.
Had you ever heard about it, Pedro? Did you ever hear that word, bands?
No.
No.
Maybe it was back in the olden times. I don't know.
It's like a study something. No, I don't know.
I don't know, but well, we learned it. We'll move on. We'll do something. Like I said, I don't know why they put it in there, because it really didn't have anything to do with the story. And it was mentioned in the story when he went to the priest that last time, or the second time, I guess, that it was the last time that his son, no, the second time that his son was going to get married.
Okay.
I can't remember which time it was, but anyway. So part 4 is fill in the blank, and they give you choices A, B, C, and D. So you're going to fill in the blank with the best answer. And do you need a couple of minutes on it?
Okay, please.
It's not too hard.
I think 3 minutes.
3 minutes to be okay. I don't think
I'm
this
not
is
sure.
too hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard.
We'll start out with 3. So we'll
Okay, thank you.
get my
I
timer
will try
going
to do.
here. And timer. 3 minutes. Start. Okay, there we go. I need another couple of minutes.
Oh, really? Run very fast. Okay. Okay, please.
2 more minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm.
I don't feel.
I'm
2 more?
finished. I'm
You
finished.
finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Okay.
job.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, number 1, Pedro.
Oh my God. Karen hoped that her parents would grant her permission to fly to Florida with her girlfriend during spring vacation.
That is correct. Permission.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, Miss Norma.
Okay. For many American children, Christmas morning is a truly, I put magical occasions.
Yes,
Or is it
magical.
starly? Magical.
That is correct.
It's B.
Number 3, Pedro.
In the Stars Spangled Banner, the red glare is from sockets.
I put lockers. Lockets? I don't know.
Okay, what makes a red glare? And the song goes, and the rockets red glare, which meaning the rockets that they were sending up in the air had a red glare. You know what a rocket is? Like a, okay, like a, let me get a definition. It's like ammunition. It's like, oops, I can't spell. I put in the wrong word. Oh. Okay, rockets definition. Well, this is a horrible explanation. A cylinder projectile that can be propelled to a great height or distance by the combustion of its contents, usually typically known as a firework or signal. It's like a missile or a,
okay.
Okay, here's a picture. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Where's a good picture? Can you see that? The rocket going up in the air?
It's a coet. Coet. Algo así como cohete.
That's not red. That's kind of white.
Okay.
But it talks about the rocket's red glare because it was written, the song was written during the war, and they were fighting back and forth during the war. And they were fighting back and forth, and they were sending rockets over to explode and kill people. So that's why they were saying they could see the rockets red glare as the rockets went up in the air, and probably at night or late, and it gave a red looking glare.
Okay.
I dropped my pencil. Hang on. Oh, I lost my chair. Okay, now there we go. All right. I'm not going to sing the Star Spangled Banner for you, though. Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to listen to it at the next. I was going to look. They might have. Let me look back on. Sure. No, this just shows the music. It doesn't show a rocket. Anyway, it was written during the war, and that's what it was. They were seeing the rockets going back and forth, and they could also see the flag, and that's what it was talking about. The whole song talks about the flag. So we may go over that at some point in time, the Star Spangled Banner, because that is the national anthem for America. Now, if you do the citizenship class, I think you have to learn the words to it. Which is not a bad idea, you know.
Okay, thanks.
All right, number 4.
For me, Uncle Ted whistled at his beautiful wife as she showed him what she had bought during her lattice. Yeah, latest. Okay. Shopping being and exclaimed, "No, every woman can look at us. I put the stylish."
That is correct.
You in a flannel nightgown.
That's right. Stylish in a flannel nightgown. So, but hey, that's okay.
I prefer use pajamas.
We can be stylish in anything, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I write down the wrinkled.
Wrinkled.
Yeah.
Think we look wrinkled? Not everyone can look as wrinkled as you in a flannel nightgown. Oh my goodness. Don't tell
When
that.
you
to
roll,
your-
when you sleep, you roll over.
That's right. Don't tell that to your wife, or she might get mad at you. Okay, number 5.
Okay, after wrinkle. Whenever whenever Ginger, which was quite often, her face turned scarlet. Budget? No, blushed?
Blushed.
Blushed.
Yes. Blushed.
Blushed.
Yeah.
Blushed.
Blushed.
Yeah.
Yes. She was shy, and she would blush and her face would turn scarlet. Is the same thing as red.
Yeah.
Scarlet means red. So her face would turn red or scarlet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
vamos.
Number 6.
Number 6, the 3 bystander or bystanders. How you say
Bystanders.
bystander confirmed the fact the engineer could not have avoided the accident and surely no way be blamed for the train's wreck.
Right. Bystanders.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bystanders means people that were just standing over to the side or by
Okay.
the side, or that's why they call them bystanders. They
Bystander.
were
Okay,
standing
bystander.
by.
Okay.
That's what it
Okay,
means.
bystander by. Okay.
And confirmed is correct.
Confirm. Yes.
That is correct. Number 7. Pedro.
Quite by accident, the detective, upon the clue, the head he cracked the complex murder case. It's fumble.
I put stumbled. What?
Okay.
Stumble.
Stumbled
Yeah.
is like fell upon it. If the clue was on the floor, he stumbled on it. If it came upon it, fell over it, touched it,
Okay.
it was right there at him.
What is the correct?
Yes, stumbled is correct. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Fum-
we stumbled.
Fumbled is like when you're doing this, you're like
Oh, yeah.
fumbling with your phone. You're fumbling.
Yeah, okay.
with it.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But stumble is like you fall over it. It's right there in front of you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 8.
Me or your Pedro? It's my turn or
Yeah.
it's my
I
okay.
think it's Norma's
With
time.
yeah. With compassion in his eyes, the judge looked at the husband and the 10 and the wife before he remarked, what we have here is in a very delicate situation. I put and I'm sure neither of you will be pleased with the court ruling. I don't see situation.
Yes, situation is correct.
Because I think they are in front, they fighting, they talking. It's a situation. I think in that.
That would be, yeah, that would be a bad situation, wouldn't it? Okay, number 9, Pedro.
Lily was so potion ivy that just the sign of it made her feel itchy. Covered with
I put sensitive.
Sensitive to. Yes.
Yeah, because
sensitive.
they say poison ivy that use the sign of it made her feel itchy. I think
Right.
that it was
Yeah,
sensitive.
just the sight of it, just to look at
Yes,
it. It
when
didn't
I
say
look, I
that
say,
she
oh,
had it
yes.
on her yet. So that's the difference in the covered and the sensitive to. That if it was covered, she would have already had it on her. So, but she was just looking at it, so it hadn't got on her yet.
Yeah.
Number 10.
when he, when the pirate really said the ship was about to sink, he stuffed his pocket with the gold and jewels, jumped overboard, and promptly sank to the bottom of the deep blue sea. Pirate?
Okay, what? Pirate.
Pirates, okay.
It's a long I.
Yeah,
Pirate.
pirates, okay.
Pirate. Yes, long I. Pirate.
Pirates, okay.
Okay, now there's one other thing in the reading. We had a lot of ED words in all those sentences.
Yes.
And we need to go back and look at your pronunciation guide to help you pronounce some of these ED words. I mean, the words that end in ED. Okay. We won't take time to do that this week, but we may, if we have time, we will work on that some next week. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, page number 5. I don't think this one's too hard. You're going to choose the word in each line that describes where you would most likely find the item listed first and write it to the right. If you'll notice, the items on the left-hand side or the first item are in bold print. Like the first one, you're going to look for a mane. What is that? Where is that mane found? On a bobcat, a lion, a monkey, or a squirrel?
I don't have long hair. Braiding noise.
You don't have any black mane. I have a long yicky mane.
I think so. It's like a lion. It's a melena.
Yes, that's right. I think
I
Pedro
have short
said
hair.
lion, didn't you? I do. I have a big mane now. I've been afraid to go to get my hair cut. So this is what happened this past year without getting a haircut. So I don't think I like it long. I think I need to get it cut. So
okay.
Today is my 2 weeks of my shot. So
oh really?
Yeah. This is my 2-week quarantine. So
okay.
I can go out now and feel fairly safe, still wearing my mask. Because there are variants of the thing out there, but I'm planning myself a trip to Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart since last March.
Oh.
Go to Walmart. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to look down through there.
Okay. I will make my appointment, but I don't know si I wanna take it should over here, vaccine over here, or in Vanderbilt. I'm not sure.
To get your
better
shot.
Yes, because they shot me a mail. They say maybe he gotta make appointment in Vanderbilt or.
Yeah, you do have to call and make an appointment just call the health department and they'll get you an appointment, and it's where they're giving shots here for the health department is out at the college at North Highland Crest.
Yes.
Highland Crest. They're at the college. So it's a big area. You just stay in your car. You don't even have to get out of your car. They come to your car.
This is better, I think.
Yeah, it's very nice, and it's fast. It's fairly fast. I think a few days they were kind of backed up because of some of that rain. They couldn't have it a few days, so it kind of got a little bit longer lines. But they come to your car, they ask you the questions, you sign the little form, and they give you your shot. You pull over into a certain area, parking area, and you wait 15 minutes just to be sure you don't have a reaction to the shot. And then after 15 minutes, you go home, and then they'll give you a card after they give you your injection that's got your first injection written on it, and the date and the time and all that stuff. So, and you have to keep that card because somebody may ask for it later.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. Just go ahead and call and get you an appointment. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Pedro's been working. We've been talking, and I've kept you from doing your.
What about you think, Pedro? You gotta take a COVID shot?
What?
No.
About what?
You gotta take the COVID shot? No.
Not yet. I think about it, but I don't know
Are
yet.
you scared?
No, I'm not scared, but I don't want it.
We don't want it.
I don't want it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. But I
It's
mean,
never.
it's, it's up to you. Everybody has to make their own decisions,
Yes.
No.
It's like the flu shot. Some people take the flu shot and some people don't.
Yeah, I take
However,
every year. I take
I do too. I
I
take the
get it.
flu shot every year, and I will
Yes.
take this one. If they say every year, they haven't
Yeah.
decided yet. So um, um, it may be every year, it may be every 2 years. I don't know, but I'll be
Yes.
there to take it. So
I
because
don't
I
know.
don't want to get it and get in the hospital and be bad sick. So
Yeah. Hi,
Pedro just went away. Pedro.
It's because he has scared about today, but
We
vaccine.
really scared him off, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes, I think I make an appointment. Let's see. They share me an
Yeah. And
email. They say I need to make an appointment over here. They take in a Vanderbilt, but I'm not sure. Vanderbilt over here because Vanderbilt is so far for me.
yeah, I would
Pedro
just
is,
go.
hi
There's
Pedro, I don't
Pedro.
sound you. Your microphone is off. Your video is off too. It's internet, I think.
He can't hear. Can you
There's
hear
a lot
us,
of wind.
Pedro?
Pedro, are you here?
Turn your audio on. Turn your video on.
Hello.
Maybe he's mad at us because we're talking about the shot.
Yes, I think. Nah.
Ah,
No. The internet is a lot of failures. I don't know why.
well, I don't know what happened to him.
It's the internet.
Maybe it may be. It
Yes.
sure may be.
Yes. Yeah, it's the internet. Look.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is. His is
Mhm.
having trouble too.
Yeah, I know. Clinic is a hospital, grocery, library, no, how it's hot. Cherry plant tree. Yeah.
There he's back.
Hi.
Turn your. We can't hear you. Turn your
Mic-
audio on.
Your microphone is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Now we can hear you.
I was disconnected. I think your satellite is not good.
We thought maybe you got mad because we
Probably
were talking about the
Probably
shot.
mine. Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay. Y'all got 2 minutes.
Okay.
This person rising to the right. Oh my God, that many words that I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, do the best you can. Well, we'll
Who's
talk about the other words.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. 2 minutes. There we go.
Stacy, ¿qué quiere decir ladies?
¿Qué?
¿Qué quiere decir ladies?
Ladies?
No.
¿Dónde vas? Chis. What is a footpath? Let's see. A pretzel. Yo no comprendo esa tampoco. Ajá.
What?
I give you another minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm finished. I'm finished.
Finished. Okay. Norma, I'll give you 1 minute.
It's okay. I got it. I got it. I
Got
have
it?
confusion
Okay.
and Lattice because I don't understand what is it. But well,
Oh my
see.
God.
Okay.
I'll try to do.
All right. We did the first one. The main was found on the line.
Yeah.
Number 2, the word is cot. You know what a cot is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a little
Got it.
bed, like a little sleeping.
I
a
put
thing to
bear
sleep on.
Vodka?
place.
Did you say
No.
vodka? Vodka?
What is it? Got goat.
Cot is a little like a small bed type thing that you sleep on. It's not a regular bed, it's smaller.
It's what you put at the
Sometimes,
place to sleep sometimes. Yeah.
right, it's a place to sleep on. Let me see if I can get a good definition for you. Whoops. Cot. Oh, come on, phone. It's having problems too.
Cuna.
Cuna?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it the place where you put the baby to sleep?
You could call that a cot, yeah. Yeah, kind of. This calls it a particularly portable camp bed or sleeping bed. It's
Mhm.
collapsible. So
Oh.
you could, yeah, sometimes babies sleep on it,
Mhm.
but it's just a smaller version that you can fold down and take with you. So where might you have
Ah.
one of those cots? Where would be a place would you have one of those?
I put the bed place because it's not dorm. Laundromat is not.
Dorm
Nothing.
is like, yeah, dorm means a college dormitory where
Yeah, it's a
kids
college
live.
dormitory.
Um,
Mansion is a big one. Or maybe
yeah,
they could
mansion.
be.
Yeah, it would not be a mansion because you'd
No,
have a
it's
big
no
fancy
laundromat.
bed. Yeah.
It's not dorm.
Um,
It's a bed place. They could be, but I'm not sure.
I'm thinking dorm, which would
Dorm.
be. I don't.
Maybe they were a short word. There's a dorm because it's a big place.
Yeah,
Nothing.
birthplace
Nothing
is
to do.
just the place that you were born. Like
Yeah.
you might talk about your birthplace, but it might have
Mhm.
been a house. It might have been you may be talking about the town you were born in. That's your birthplace.
Mhm.
A dorm. Sometimes they have smaller beds.
Mhm.
I don't think they have cots though. I don't.
Mm-mm.
Actually, none of these words work well with the word cot.
Yeah.
It's more of a camping thing. Like if you had a tent, you were out in the woods camping and you had a tent out there, you would put a little cot in there to sleep on.
Oh, okay.
Get up off the floor.
Tienda de
That's
campaña.
what it is. So actually, I don't think any of those words match
Yeah, I don't
cot.
know.
We'll add a word. We'll put a tent, and then it would be. We'll just make up our own
Yep,
word.
yep,
So,
perfect. Uh-huh.
okay, let's skip on down to number 3. Clinic,
Hospital, I put, yeah.
hospital. Yes, that is correct.
What
Hospital.
about for the number 1?
Lion. It's
Lion?
el de hair de lion.
Oh my God.
El de hair de lion. Yeah, because it goes.
No, the
El
lion has
hair,
that,
the long
that
hair over
circle of
here.
hair.
It's like a necklace.
It's called a neck. Horse.
The neck of the lion.
Yeah, like a neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Horses have a mane
I
too.
show you, I tell you, I have short hair. I can show you.
Yeah.
You don't
But I
have a
thought you talking about your hair only.
But well,
oh my
I
goodness.
try to show you, but I say I can't have a short hair. I can do so. Well,
Okay. Rabbit. Where
Cup,
would you most
cup,
likely find a rabbit?
hutch.
cup.
Hutch. Hutch.
Hutch?
Yeah, it's hutch.
Hutch. That's
I
the
put the
name of
cup.
the
I put the cup.
coop. The coop.
Coop.
Okay. That's
Coop.
where chickens. Yeah, the chickens live in the coop.
Yeah.
The kennel is where dogs stay,
Mm-hmm.
and a sty is where pigs stay.
Oh,
Hutch is where rabbits stay.
yeah.
Okay.
We had that in a story. In one of the stories, we had that, but I don't remember which.
Yes,
lesson.
I like a 2-3 stories before. Hutch.
Okay, number 5, cherry. Where would you find cherry?
3. 3.
3. Yes,
3.
that's an easy one. Okay. Number 6, where
cherry.
would yeah. Number 6, where would you find a porter?
Chapel.
Showroom.
Showroom?
I
No,
put showroom. I don't know.
I put the chapel.
will you put the chapel?
Porter.
Okay, a porter is usually at a station. They should have put train station. A
Mhm.
porter at a train station takes your luggage and puts it on the train. They just put
It's in a
station, and that's a little bit. They didn't put what kind of station there. It could have been a fire station. It could have been whatever.
Okay.
But it should be with station.
Okay.
And number 7, Nile.
Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypt, yes. Number 8, compact.
Billfold.
Pocketbook.
Pocketbook. Yes.
Really?
A compact is the where it's got your
Oh, yeah,
powder
it's a
and your
pocketbook.
mirror.
I know. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and it's going to be in your pocketbook. So
Like that. Yeah.
you might could slide
Yeah,
one in a
yes.
billfold.
Yeah.
Okay, number 9, lattice.
Pretzel.
I
Nope.
put pretzel.
No,
Lattice is not cupcake.
no. Where would you find lattice? You would find lattice on the top
Pie.
of a pie.
Pie.
the
Yeah,
pie where it's
I know
crisscrossed,
now. Yeah,
yeah.
it's pie. Yeah.
Like
It's
an apple
pie.
pie or a cherry pie.
Yeah,
They
porque pone
crisscross.
así como rejillas
Yeah,
arriba.
looks like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
So that is pie?
Pie.
Yes, pie. Yeah, it's pie.
Yes.
Because I don't know what that means. Lettuce.
Lattice.
Lattice.
Okay, it's like you take the pie crust and you cut it in strips, long strips about this long, and you'll lay one down, and then you'll lay one this way, and then you lay one this way and this way, and it comes up looking kind of like that in your pie. Have you ever seen a pie that's had that topping on it?
Okay.
Let me see if I can find an apple pie.
I don't know about that.
When the pie is done, when the pie is, yeah, some people make the pie. Yeah, when they finish, before to put in the oven, they cover con long strip cover in the top.
Oh.
You don't see before?
Okay, let me see.
I know
think,
because I make a pie.
okay, this is kind of what it looks like. You see that?
Yes, yeah.
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 And that's the crust. It's just kind of
Uh-huh.
woven like a
the-
basket.
That you call lettuce?
Lattice.
Lattice.
Okay. Lettuce.
Yeah, that's called lattice.
If you pronounce it a normal lettuce?
Lattice.
Lattice. Lattice.
Lattice.
Lettuce.
Yeah,
Lattice.
lattice.
Lettuce.
You're pronouncing lettuce, like the lettuce,
Lettuce.
green lettuce on a
When you
hamburger
read
or in a salad. Yeah, but
lettuce.
this is pronounced lattice.
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 Yes, that's correct. Lattice. Very good.
Lattice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, number 10, camel.
Dessert.
Dessert.
Desert. Yes.
Desert.
Very good.
Desert,
That
when you
one
say
was easy.
dessert, is like a cupcake. Yeah?
It's like
No, that's dessert.
Desert.
that's
Dessert.
dessert. It's got
Yeah,
two
dessert.
S's. Dessert
Yeah,
has
desert.
2 S's, and desert has 1.
Desert. Yeah.
Okay. Postmark.
Envelope.
Envelope. Yes.
Envelope.
Yeah, envelope.
Envelope. Yeah,
Envelope.
and this was kind of with envelope and letter
And they
both,
make us, yes.
but the letter goes in the envelope, and then they run it through the postage thing, and it gets a postmark on it. It tells
the
where
postmark.
it came from.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, eggplant.
Field.
This one has 2 answers. You could find it in the field, or you could find it in the garden.
Garden. Yeah, I
Garden.
put
Yes,
garden.
either place. I would accept either one of those, because
I don't have it in my garden, but that's the reason I put the field.
you don't have them in your garden.
No.
You don't like eggplant. You don't like it.
I like, but I don't
I
have
love it.
You don't like it. Yeah. It's
Grilled.
I've not grown any. I
No,
just buy
no.
mine at the stores.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, footpath. Number 13. Footpath.
Aisle.
Ice.
Aisle.
No. Okay.
Footpath. Crossroad.
Oh, crossroad. It's not traffic. It's a footpath.
A footpath is
it's
going to
country.
be in the
It's in a
country. Out in
country.
the
Yeah, because it's
country.
more. It's a much more way. I understand. Yeah.
Right. You're going to walk down a little
It's
tiny
more.
path
Yeah, it's a
in the
tiny path.
country.
Yeah.
An aisle is more like walking down the church aisle. Crossroad is where the cars cross, like a 4-way stop or a crossroad.
Yes.
And traffic is
It's a big
not
city.
I wouldn't walk
It's
in
in the big
traffic.
city. Yes.
Yeah. No, we don't want to have footpath in the traffic.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you find cleats?
Galoshes.
Shoes. Yes.
Shoes.
Shoes. Cleats are what they use when they play baseball, so they can be still and not move, can dig into the
Okay, shoes.
and don't they wear them when they play football too? I don't know much about football. No, they don't wear them in football. Okay, just in baseball. Okay. I don't know much about sports. So
Not much sports.
Where to find the Dead Sea?
Asia.
Africa.
Asia.
Asia.
Asia. Yes, it's in Asia. I don't know why they ask all those questions. I'm not good at knowing where some of those places are. So okay, we're going to start lesson 19. Like I said, we've got 20 lessons. So we've got this one and one more lesson. The last lesson is actually a review.
Okay.
So I want to get at least 19 and 20. We've got 3 weeks to do that. We've got, well, really 4 weeks counting this week, but we've got the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th to work on 19, 20, and the review. And I don't think that'll be a problem getting it done. Okay, lesson 19, we're looking at the sound PH. In your language, do you have
F.
anything spelled with a PH?
PH in my language is F. Como elephant.
The sound is
F.
F.
Yeah, elephant.
F.
The sound is kind of like an F. It's in all of these words, the PH are going to have the sound. You're going to bite your bottom lip. That's good. Like feel.
Phil.
Philip.
Philip.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
And Phyllis. I got in the book.
Phyllis. Yes, your name. Yes, you got it. You're winning.
That's the only time I've ever seen my name in a book. So
yes, the first time.
Okay. Next word is phantom.
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 Pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
Photo.
Photo.
Photograph.
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 Photography.
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 Photo finish.
Photo finish.
Photo finish.
Photocopy.
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 Phase.
Face.
Face.
Phrase.
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 Yeah, put that PH and R together.
Mhm.
Phrase.
Phrase.
Physic.
Physic.
Physics.
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 Physical.
Physical.
Oh.
Physician.
Physician.
Physique.
Physique.
Graph.
Graph. Geography.
Elephant.
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 Trophy.
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 Gopher.
Gopher.
Prophet.
Prophet.
Ralph.
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 Telephone.
Telephone.
And microphone.
Microphone.
Microphone. Ralph.
Any of those words you need a definition for?
Mhm.
Gopher.
Gopher.
Phyllis. Phyllis.
Phyllis. Thanks, Pedro. How many years have you known me? It's me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, another one.
Gopher.
Gopher.
Gopher is like one of those little animals, like a mole or a. Let me see if I can find a picture of one here. Gopher. Here he is. This is a gopher.
Oh.
He digs outside. He digs holes and stuff like that.
I don't know
He's
how it's
called
how you
he's
call
called
this
a
in
gopher.
Spanish.
he looks kind of like a. He looks kind of like a squirrel or something like that.
Yes, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's
Okay.
called a gopher. I don't think
Okay,
he has a
gopher.
big tail like a squirrel.
Okay,
I don't
then.
As anyway, that's what a gopher is.
Yeah.
Any others? Because we're gonna do some definitions for him down here at the bottom. So
No.
The first name, the Phil, is a short name, the Philip.
Philip.
Yeah.
Oh, that second name.
Now the first is Phil. The second
Phil.
is the Philip. Is
Philip.
the when you make a contract. Yeah. Philip. Yeah. We're different.
It's no. This is a man's name.
Yes. But when
Yes.
say Phil and Philip is different name with the same name?
Yeah. It's a different name.
Ah, okay. Phil,
Yeah.
Philip.
Now, sometimes people that are named Philip,
Mhm.
they may call Phil for short. It might
Mhm.
be a like a short name for
Mhm.
Philip. But you
It's
can
like
have the name Phil.
for example, when you say Williams, some people say Willie.
Right, right.
Yeah, okay.
So it's something like that. It's just a short name for,
Yes.
like my grandson's name is William, but we call him
Uh-huh.
Will. So
Will.
Will is the short name for it. So, yeah. But you can also have the name Phil as your name.
Okay, Phil. Okay. Philip or Phil. Okay.
Okay, in the part 1 down there, the word meanings, it's basically definitions. Like we've done before. These are not too hard. They're not as hard as some we've had before. I think they'll be pretty easy. I'm gonna give you 4 minutes on it.
Okay.
Just because there's a lot of reading and there's like 14 of them. There's quite a few. I lost my timer. There it is. Okay. Not through?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you another 2
No.
minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I confused con física, física, física. Físico. Física. Okay. Physics is aquí arriba. Okay.
Okay, I'm finished.
I'm finished too, but a little bit complicated. Okay. What is physics? What is physics? Okay. Okay.
Okay, done?
Yes.
Okay. Number 1, Norma.
Number 1 is a drawing used to display and number the relationships among items. It's graph.
A graph.
Graph.
Yes, that's correct. Number 2, Pedro.
A person who predicts what will happen. A person who speaks for God or a God has shown he is being God prophet.
Profit. Yes,
Profit.
profit. Number 3,
A prize received for winning a race, contest, ATC is trophy.
trophy. Yes. Okay, number 4,
A race so close that the winner can be decided only from a photograph. Photo finish.
photo finish.
Photo finish,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Number 5,
A North American mammal about the size of a large rat and noted for its white checked pouch is a gopher.
Gopher. Okay.
Yes, it's gopher.
Number 6.
It was easy.
Number 6, Pedro.
Another word for doctor.
Physician.
Physician.
Yes, that is correct. Number 7, Norma.
Another word for drugstore is a pharmacy.
Yes. Number 8, Pedro.
Any stage in a cycle of growth. Any stage in a cycle of growth is phase.
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 Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
And number 9, Norma.
Something fitted or did it Something that seems to exist but really has no physical form is a phantom.
Phantom, yes.
Yeah.
Number 10, Pedro.
The art of practice of taking and printing photographs. Photography.
Photography, yes.
Photography, yes.
The
Photography.
accent goes on the second syllable. Photography.
Photography, okay.
Yes. Number 11.
The structure or form of a body is a physique.
Physique, yes. His
Mhm.
physique.
Physique.
He had muscles and
Physique,
his
yeah.
physique,
Mhm.
yes. Okay, number 12, Pedro.
The study of matter and energy. Physics.
Physics,
Physique,
yes,
yeah,
that is
physics.
correct. Number 13, Norma.
The study of the earth physical feature is a geography.
Geography, yes,
Mhm.
geography.
Geo-
Okay, number 14.
The American city often referred to as the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Yes, that is good. Very good. Okay, we do have time to read our story and answer the questions about the story. Let's see. This is the one that's a two-part story. Tonight we'll read part 1, and next week we'll read part 2.
Okay.
And I've read both parts, and it's has a surprise ending at the end. So it's written by, if you'll see at the bottom of the story on page 155, it's written by O. Henry, who was a great writer, and he was known for his surprise endings. So we'll see what surprise he has in store for us next week. Okay, the words we're going to look at this week are Valentine. I don't think that's a new word. I think you know what Valentine is. And next word is warden.
Warden. Mhm.
Do you know what a warden
What?
is?
No,
Yes,
what does it mean?
it's like
Well,
when you went to the school. I'm a warden of my daughter.
well, it's like at the
Guardian,
prison.
like a guardian.
They have
No.
the warden is the
Mhm.
head of the prison.
When
That
you are
tells you
when you are in the jail.
when you're when you're in the prison in the
Guardian.
jail. Yeah, he's the warden is the head person that tells you when you can get out and when you can't get out. So we'll find out a little bit more about what a warden is and
Yeah.
Okay.
cafe.
Coffee.
Yes, we can go have dinner at the cafe or lunch at the cafe. Panel.
Oh no. No, no, no.
No.
It's partner. No.
Panel is like if we walk up to your stove, and if you look at the front of it, it's got all different kinds of buttons and knobs and things. That's called a panel. Yeah. That's your stove panel. That's how to work it.
It's when you move the knobs for start the stove.
Right. In the story today, we'll find out it's a little bit different. He's a safe cracker. So he's walking up to the safe, and there's a panel of things that he's looking at. There's knobs and all kinds of stuff. So, but that's what a panel is. Fondly means he thinks fondly of her or nice of her. He's very friendly with her. He likes her.
Okay. Hi.
Are you sleeping?
And
she freeze.
Yeah, they commit a burglary. That is what they do.
Miss Philly, you was freeze.
Did you freeze?
Yeah. We can hear you.
You froze. I'm sorry.
You did froze.
Did you hear what burglar was? there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that cut off too.
Yeah.
Tasteful means something that's pleasant to look at. It's very tasteful. It's done nicely.
Okay.
Like her living room was decorated in a tasteful manner. It was with
Oh, okay.
tasteful things. Annabelle Adams, that's a girl's
The
name.
name.
Find out who she is. And Spencer is the
Spencer's
boy's name.
Uh-huh.
Needn't is just a contraction for need not.
Yes. No,
I don't know why they put that one up there. That's kind of crazy.
it
Honest.
honest. Mm-hmm.
Honest is being truthful.
Mm-hmm.
Pal is your friend or your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Lounged is like laying around and oh, I'm gonna lay around and do nothing
Lazy.
today. I'm gonna lounge around. So
Lazy.
selections are things that you choose. My selections are hamburger and French fries. That would be your
Okay.
selection.
Selection.
Choose
Okay.
something you choose. INN is like a
Yeah.
hotel or like a motel. It's a place
Okay.
where you stay. Yes. All right. Let's go to reading the story and see what happens. And let's see, Norma, read the left-hand side
Mm-hmm.
on page 154, and Pedro, read the right-hand side on page 154.
Okay. And the first set.
Yes.
A guard come to the prison shoe shop where Jimmy Valentine was stitching shoes and took him to the front office. There, the warden handed Jimmy his pardon. Oh, he's free now. Now, Valentine said the warden, you'll go out in the morning. Brace up and make a man of yourself. You're not a bad fellow at heart. Stop cracking safe and live straight. Me? Said Jimmy in surprise. Why? I never cracked. I saved in my life. Oh, wow. Oh no, logged the warden. Of course not. Take him back. Smiled the warden to the guard and fixed him up with cloths. Better think over my advice, Valentine. And 7:15 the next morning, Jimmy stood in the warden's office. He had on a suit and a pair of the stiff, squeaky shoes that the state gives to the discharged guests. Jimmy headed straight for a restaurant. From there, he went to the train station. He tossed a quarter into the hat of the blind man sitting by the door and boarding his train. 3 hours sit him down in the little town near to the state line. He went to the cafe and shook hands with the Mike, who was alone behind the bar. Feeling all right? Feeling all right? Fine, said Jimmy. Got my key. He got his key and went upstairs, unlocking the door of a room at the rear. Everything was just as he had left it. Pulling out from the wall a folding bed, Jimmy slid back on a panel in the wall and dragged out a dust-covered suitcase. He opened this and gazed fondly on the finished seat of the burglar's tools in the east. In a half an hour, Jimmy went downstairs and threw the cafe. He was now dressed in a tasty, full, and well-fitting clothes and carried his dusted and cleaned suitcase in hand. The next slide.
That'd be
Okay.
Pedro's
A,
turn.
okay. A week.
A week after the release of Valentine, 9762, there was a neat job of said burglary done in a nearby city with no clue as to the author. $800 was taken. 2 weeks after that, a burden proof sale in another city was opened like a cheese to the tune and $1,500. The losses soon became high enough to bring the matter up into being Price's class of work. That's Jim Valentine's work. Price was here to remark. He'll do his bit next time without any short time. One afternoon, Jimmy Valentine and his suitcase climbed up the train in a little town down south. He went down the broad sidewalk toward the hotel. A young lady crossed the street, passed him at the corner, and entered the bank. Jimmy Valentine looked into her eyes, forgot what he was, and became another man. She lowered her eyes and colored shyly. Jimmy saw Jimmy saw a boy laughing on the step of the bank and began to ask him questions. He learned that the young lady's name was Annabelle Adams and that her father owned the bank. Jimmy went to the Planters Hotel, signed the book as Ralph Spencer, and took a room he learned on the days as he told the clerk that he had come here to look for a business opportunity. He had thought of the shoes business was there an opening. The clerk was impressed by the clothes and manner of Jimmy. Yes, there ought to be a good opening in the shoe line. He hoped Mr. Spencer would decide to settle in the town. He would find he would find it a nice place to live and the people were friendly. Mr. Spencer thought he would stop over in the town a few days and look over the situation.
Okay. I read the
Okay,
next.
Norma, you want to read the left-hand side and Pedro the right-hand side on 155.
Okay. No, the clerk needed call the boy. He would carry up his suitcase himself. It was rather heavy. Mr. Spencer, who rose from Jimmy Valentine's ashes. What is ashes? Well, just play me in the line. Left but the flame on a sudden attack of love that completely changed him. Remaining in town and did very well. He opened a shoe store and enjoyed a good run of trade. At the end of the year, his situation was this. He had won the respect of the townspeople. His shoe store was doing well, and he had Annabelle were going to be married in 2 weeks. One day, Jimmy sat down in his room and wrote this letter, which he mailed to the safe address of an old friend, their old pal. I want to make you a present of my kit of tools. I know you will be glad to get them. I have quit the old business. I have got a nice store. I'm making an honest living and I'm going to marry the finest girl on earth 2 weeks from now. Be sure to be at Solis next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. For I must see you. I will bring along the tools. Your old friend, Jimmy. The next part, I read or
On,
you read? The
on
Monday.
the Monday night after Jimmy brought this letter, Ben Price jogged into town in a buggy. He launched about 12 until he found out what he wanted to know. From the drugstore across the street from Spencer's shoe store, he got a good look at Ralph Spencer. Going to marry the banker's daughter, are you, Jimmy? Said Ben to himself softly. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So we have a man named Jimmy Valentine. What did
Yes.
Jimmy Valentine do in
Ah,
his old life to get put in
it was
prison? Why was he put
burglary.
in
He was
prison?
burglary. Yeah.
All right. He was a burglar. He cracked safes.
Mm-hmm.
He would he would go in and take his suitcase that had all of his tools in it, and he would crack the safes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting out today. And the warden told him, said, you need to, you need to go out and do good. You're basically a good person.
Yeah.
You need to go out and find something to do and stop cracking safes. And
Yeah.
what did Jimmy say? Me? Why, I never cracked the safe in my life. Hmm. And so he took off and went to a restaurant. Then he got on a train
Mm-hmm.
and he went to a little town near the state line, and he went into the cafe there and saw Mike and
Mm-hmm.
asked Mike for his key. And he gave him his key, and he went to his room. And this was
Mm-hmm.
the room he had before he went to prison. And what did he do? He pulled down the bed, and what was in the panel in the back
Mm-hmm.
had his suitcase with all of his burglary tools in it.
Yeah.
What did he start doing?
He said,
Top of the second column on the first or 154. What did he start doing after he went back to his old room
when he is in
the
a
next few
room
weeks? What happened?
the next 2 weeks. Okay, burger proof safe in another city was opened. He went to the other city. Yeah.
Okay, he
In
went to
another city
several
was
cities.
opened like a cheese to the tone of $1,500. Oh, I got a lot of money.
The first one he cracked, he got
Yeah.
$800 out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then he cracked one for 1,500,
Mm-hmm.
and he started all these burglaries, and it came to Ben Price
Mm-hmm.
attention. And
Yes.
Ben Price said, that's Jim Valentine's work. He
Yeah.
knew who he was, didn't
Yeah.
he? And so one afternoon, Jimmy Valentine took his suitcase and he got on a train, or he was coming down the sidewalk, rather. He wasn't going to the train.
Mhm.
And who did he run into?
Right here to remark. One of them Jim Valentine. He said
Ran
que
into
one
somebody.
afternoon, they say one afternoon, Jimmy Valentine and his suitcase climbed out to the train and the little town. Yeah.
Okay. Who did he run
Down,
into?
he went down the Warsid White toward the hotel. He saw the young lady in the next paragraph.
He ran into a
Yes.
young lady, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Mm-hmm.
And he looked in her
Walking in the
eyes.
street.
He looked in her eyes and he forgot who he was, didn't he?
Yeah.
He became another man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
His mind
And
change.
hey, and her eyes lowered. If you look at that last sentence, it says her or she lowered her eyes and colored slightly. Means coloring slightly, she was blushing. She was turning red.
Oh yeah.
She was
His cheeks.
shy and
Okay.
embarrassed. Okay, so he ran into her and she's going to change his life forever. So he looked around and he found a boy standing there and he asked who she was. asked what
Yeah.
her name was, and the boy told her her name is Annabelle Adams, and her father owns the bank. So Jimmy went to the Planters Hotel and signed the book as Ralph Spencer. He even changed his name, didn't he?
Yeah, he changed his name.
He really became a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked to the clerk about opening a business there, about a shoe business. And the clerk was impressed by his clothes and his.
Mm-hmm.
He was very nice and
Mm-hmm.
said, "Yeah, you ought to do good opening a business here. Shoe business would be good."
Mm-hmm.
And so Mr. Spencer thought he would stop over in the town for a few days and look over the situation and see if
Mm-hmm.
that's what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Carried his suitcase, his heavy suitcase upstairs
Yeah.
with him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mr. Spencer, who rose from Jimmy Valentine's ashes, that phrase right there means who rose from Jimmy Valentine's ashes, ashes left by the flame of a sudden attack of love that completely changed him.
Mm-hmm.
He met the girl and his name was Jimmy Valentine, but he fell in love all of a sudden. So he changed his name and everything
Yeah.
because he just fell in love with her. He had what they call it, a sudden attack of love. So
Yeah.
he was attacked by love. All right. So at the end of a year, he had won the respect of the townspeople. His store
Mm-hmm.
was doing well. And what about he and Annabelle?
She is the daughter of the banker.
Okay. But what was going to happen?
They will be married in 2 weeks.
Right. They were going to get married in 2 weeks. So Jimmy sat down in his room and he wrote this letter and he mailed it to his old friend and told him that, he was going to bring him his kit. And
Mm-hmm.
that was his suitcase that had all of his burglary tools in it.
Mm-hmm.
That he told him, "I've quit the old business. I've quit being a burglar.
Yeah, he quit.
Yeah, I've got a nice store. I'm making an honest living, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to marry the finest girl on earth 2 weeks from
Mm-hmm.
now." So he told him where to meet him at, and he would bring the tools along with him. So on Monday night, after Jimmy wrote this letter, Ben Price jogged into town in a buggy, and he was going around town until he found out what he wanted to know. And he could see the Spencer shoe store from the drugstore that he was
Mm-hmm.
standing in front of. And Ben said to himself, "Going to marry the banker's daughter, are you, Jimmy? Well, I don't know."
He
That's
changed
to
the
be
mind.
continued. Yeah, to be continued next week.
Yes, it's
All right.
interesting. Suspense.
It's really a good story. I mean, it really is
Yeah.
a good story. Next week will be a good story, good ending to it. It just be a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, on 156 about the story. Number one, I'll give you, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 9. I'm going to give you about, these are pretty easy. So I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
To answer these questions because they're all pretty easy. It's just A, B, C, or D. You got
Okay.
4 minutes.
Okay. So,
Okay. Need another minute?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Number 1, Miss Norma.
Okay, dice, which word best describes the tone the boys Jimmy Valentine might be using? I put cocky.
Cocky. Yes. She said, I never
Mhm.
cracked any safes in my life.
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Number 2. Pedro.
After Jimmy's release from prison, he promptly
Promptly.
Promptly. Yes.
ignored the garden advice.
Advice.
Yeah. He ignored him, didn't he? He went back to safe cracking. Made him some money. All right. Number 3, Norma.
The fact that Hannibal colors slightly when Jimmy sees her means that she blushing. No.
Blushing.
Then we do
Yes.
the bit.
Blushing.
Blushing.
Very good. Number
Mhm.
4, Pedro.
Which word best describes the hotel clerk reaction to Jimmy? Impressed.
He was
Impressed.
impressed. Yeah, he was impressed of how he talked and how he looked.
Impressed.
Yeah, he was very impressed. All right, number 5, Norma.
When Jimmy learned that Hannibal is the banker daughter, he falls in love with her.
Okay, yeah, he does fall in love with her. That's true. But it just because she's the banker's daughter, it didn't impress him very much, did he?
Mhm.
It
He,
didn't. He really didn't
sees
care.
this opportunity to crack a safe.
You think you think he sees that as an opportunity to crack a safe?
Yeah.
It probably would have normally, wouldn't it? But if he hadn't fell in love with her, and he fell in
Yeah, he
love with her,
falls in love with her.
so it didn't seem to impress him one way or the other if she was the banker's daughter or not. So it could, I say it could be either A or D,
Or
either
C.
one. That's supposed to be a D and not a B. See, there's some, we found a mistake. It's got A, B, C, B. That's supposed to be a D.
Okay.
So it could be A
Yeah,
or
they
D.
say
Either one.
A, B, C, B is A, B, C, D. Yeah.
Yeah, that last one should be a B. I mean, a D. It doesn't seem to impress him. Should be letter D as in dog. So it could be A, he falls in love with her, or B, it doesn't impress him one way or the other. Okay, number 6. Who did we get to?
Pedro.
Pedro?
Pedro?
Why do you suppose Jimmy decides to open a shoe store instead of some other kind of store? Because he knows something about shoes.
Yes.
Right. That's what he was doing in prison, wasn't he? Was making shoes. So yeah. Okay, number 7, Norma.
How much time passed in this section of the story? They could be a short time.
3 weeks.
Okay.
Short time. Don't was 3 weeks, about 6 months, a little more than a year. I read over here.
Let's see. Where did I see
They
that?
said they got married 2
He
weeks.
start to Robert the bank was at 2 weeks.
Yeah, over, let's see, it's talking about the section of him going into the shoe business. After he went into the shoe business, at the top of page 155 on the left-hand side, it says in that first paragraph, he opened a shoe store and enjoyed a good run of trade. At the end of a year, his situation was this. So a year had passed.
Yeah, a year. Yes, a year.
Yeah,
passed.
a year. So it would the answer would be a little more than a year.
A year.
Mm-hmm.
It's D.
D as in dog. Yes.
Okay.
Number 8.
Which statement offers to prove that this story takes place in former times? One of the safes Jimmy Crack has $800 in it.
What kind of dates it? It kind of tells you that it was done a long time ago. The story was a long time ago. It wasn't a current story.
When I read the vampire rides into the town in a buggy,
okay,
they don't sell car.
Right. Ben Price rides into town in a buggy.
Yeah.
So that says it was old timey. They didn't have cars yet. But it was back in the old time. Before they had cars. And number 9.
This is a man, them is in this story is love is a powerful force that can change a person's life.
Yes.
It could be.
That's right. That's right. Love is a powerful force that can change a person's life, because that's what happened to Jimmy Valentine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. In part 3, it says, in good sentence form, describe a detail that you think will happen next in a change of heart. What do you think might happen next? This is just thinking ahead. What do you think might happen next?
It's a good question.
Maybe
because Maybe they come back to be burglary or maybe change his life. I'm not sure because it's interesting question.
I know it is. It's a
because
thought.
because
It's a thought question.
his friend come back the town. Yeah.
Okay.
If they have the keys, they have the tools. Maybe it's more easy for working together. Maybe
Could
they
be.
could be. I think so, detective.
Could be.
They
It
could
could
be.
be.
Yeah, maybe they want to try to rob one more time the bank. It's a good deal for
They
they.
might.
Yeah,
They
it's more
might.
easy because it's their brother. No, it's a boyfriend. This lady. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's it. It's a thought
Or
question.
maybe his friends know about the other lady. If they could be
Okay.
that they're honest people. No,
Okay. All
they
right.
could be. I don't know.
That's what you think. What do you
No, I
think might
think
happen, Pedro?
Probably she gonna marry and then get
the kids.
a shoe show.
A shoe show. Okay, they'll get married and have a shoe show. So, hey,
Yes.
it might. It might. Well, we'll find out next week. Next week we'll do page 158 and 159. We'll finish up. These don't have anything to do with the story. They're just basically the first ones is you're going to put the subjects.
Mm-hmm.
There's 5 subjects there: English, math, geography, history, physics, and you're going to put
Okay.
those words under what area they should be studied. And
Mhm.
5, you're going to fill in the blank with A, B, C, or D. The best answer that fits. Those are both pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And on number 6, on page 160, it's a graph. And I don't know
Yes,
if
you
we've
got.
worked with graphs before or not. But this one's pretty easy. You're going to look at the graph. It's just going to ask you, there's 10 questions under there to ask you about the graph. So we will finish that next week, and then we'll start on lesson 20. And hopefully we'll get the story read and have part 2
Mhm.
of the story and see what really happened.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me put my little sticky note here where we ended and where we will start. We will start on 158 next week. And I'll try to remember to send out the reminder to you.
Yeah.
I'll have to write myself a note. All right. Anything else before we go?
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. I think it's going to be a little wet, maybe.
Thank you. Yes.
But that's okay. It's
Thank
okay.
you.
So I will see you next Thursday at
Okay.
All right.
6:30. Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank you.
right.
Have a good night, a good weekend. Say hi
See
for me
ya.
and your husband. See you.
Yeah. See y'all
We
next
miss you.
week.
We miss you in
Bye.
person. Yeah.
I
Bye-bye.
know. We will be soon. So,
Yes.
all right.